When you think about the 1950s, I think it's better to think about the 1950s like you're going to a different country. Like, if you were going to time travel back to the 1950s, you're basically going to a third world country because people had basically nothing in the 1950s. People like to pretend like, oh, it was a great time to be alive, this and that. Sure, it was better than World War II, but people had just barely gotten electricity. Only 10% of the United States at the time had air conditioning. It's like going to an impoverished country where there's no air conditioning. 10% of households have air conditioning. It was a luxury item. Basically, nobody had it. The average price of a television in 1950 was about $500, which is $6,600 in today's money. And people were only making about $3,300 a year on average in the United States, which was about 2 months worth of working just to buy a television. And it was a terrible television, a little tiny, dinky little crappy thing that just had black and white channels and there was nothing going on. There was only 100 computers in 1953, 100 computers, and they were the size of a football field and basically useless. Both in terms of culture, in terms of what people have and was considered a luxury item, would have been completely different back then. As cool as 1950s cars are, they were terrible. They were so incredibly unreliable. They were really expensive as well. This would cost you more than a year's salary for any car, even just a terrible car, when you're thinking back on any time period of history where you have to think like, that's a whole other world. That's not like our modern world.